Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Let's Talk Business. I'm Janice Dakers Jones, your host. Before we get started today, I invite you to share this video with someone who you think could benefit from it, someone who you know who wants to start a business or has already started a business and who could do with some tips. This show is really about taking complex business ideas and breaking them down into implementable um, bits that you can do now. So, today we're going to be talking about your mission and your values. You know, I'm going to give a few people a time to share this video. And remember to like and subscribe and uh, hit the notification bell so that you know every time we go live. So, good to have you. Good to have you. Good to have you. So, today we're talking about um, we're talking about mission, your mission and values. Like how important are they to your business? Is it all about fluff? Is it necessary? Is it something that you must have? What's the significance anyway? Is it something that's only for big business, or is it something that's for every business? The truth is that your mission and your values are like your guiding principles. It's like setting the direction that you want to go. So let's talk about your mission. One of the things that you really, really want to do is that you want to ensure that everybody who is on the boat with you, who is on this mission with you, knows exactly what we're doing, why we're doing it. And that's what your mission outlines and who we're doing it for, right? That's what your mission outlines. Your values now are really, really critical. And because this is how it sets up how you make decisions in your company. So, for example, how do we make decisions around hiring? Who are the type of people we hire? Do we just hire anyone, or are we looking for specific things within individuals who we hire? Now, your values are usually a function of who your founder is, who started the business. So you want to start thinking about what are those things that are really important to you as the business owner. Is it that customer service is really, really key for you? Then it may mean that service is something that you want to have as a value. The next thing that you might want to think about, you might want to think about excellence. You might want to think about integrity. A lot of great companies have a lot of great values that they live their lives for because it sets the framework for how we run our company. As a matter of fact, it sets the framework for what we call culture, organizational culture. Organizational culture is really around about how we do business around here, how we interact with each other, how we interact with the customer, how we solve problems, how we create policies. All of these things are critical, and when you set the tone from the very beginning, what you're doing is that you're saying, this is how we're going to run our business. And if you want to work for us, these are the things that we stand for. So if you are not somebody who's passionate, say, about service, or passionate about um, integrity, or making your word, keeping promises to your customers and all of that kind of thing, if that's not important to you, then it's very hard for you to live those values. And so, even as you're thinking about a company, for example, that you might want to work for, then these are some of the things you look at because it tells you about who this company is. Now, it's really important that you lay this down and explain it in such a way that anybody who comes on board, when you are onboarding them, you can say, look, these are the principles that we live by. I worked with a former company who had love and fun as two of their values, and they lived it. They're very serious about it, right? When we played full on. When we worked full on. and the way we work, the way we interacted with each other, the way we problem solved, all of those things flowed from the values of the company. So company culture is really, really important. And it also speaks to your hiring process. You want to ensure that whoever you're bringing on must be able to translate these values into action for your customers. So, those companies where if people are not talking to the business owner, they're not comfortable or they don't feel like they'll get the same level of service. You don't want to have that, because it will be very difficult for your company to grow if you take that stance. You want to ensure that your company, everyone who comes into your company, is very clear on who we are as a company and how we do business. And so therefore, if they have an experience with you, the owner, whoever it is that they interact with anywhere else in the business, must be the same level of service. And the only way you can do that is if you chart the way forward from the very beginning. And the way forward is to clearly lay out your mission, which again speaks to what we're about, who do we serve, where are we going, right? And your values speak to how will we transact business? How will we make decisions? How will we what is our promise to our stakeholders? That's pretty much what it is. Have you ever been to somewhere where they say they're all about service, but it depends on who you interact with? Or you may go to one branch and get one service and go to another branch and get a different type of service. This is where the values have not been shared. So, shared values, no matter how small your company is, if you hire one additional person, then that person needs to, one, be able to reflect your values, as well as they need to be able to operate without you, because that's the only way you're going to grow your business, when you are able to step away so you can see above the clouds, and make strategic decisions different from when you're right in the trenches all the while, and you're the only one who can deliver this type of service. And so therefore, after a while, you're going to be stretched thin, and then you'll have zero bandwidth to think and to grow and to find other opportunities. So I encourage you. Today is a short live, but I encourage you to sit and think through, what are some of those things that you'd like to have be the experience of the customer when they interact with you or your business. And of course, if you need help, I'm right here. Just reach out to me and I'll be happy to help. Um, we go live twice a week. And when if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, then you'll know the next time we go live. So see you next time. Thank you for coming. And I look forward to your comments as you share this video. Thank you and have a great evening.